Today is August the 8th. It is the 9th anniversary of my mama's passing. And I needed to get out of the house. So we are going to go to Haskell, Texas to the Pink Ladies Auxiliary, which is a hospital auxiliary. And let's go see whatever they got. Which is one of the grains that I can actually eat gluten-free and is lectin-free and just better for the gut than wheat. So there's quite a bit of it out here. 2 or 3 fields right in a row there. So several people are doing that. I guess instead of corn. And I think they feed the sorghum to the cattle, not quite positive. And this happens pretty often out here. Thank you. Cotton. Lots and lots of cotton. Okay, we are back at the she shed. I know this is kind of a strange angle, but we're gonna go with it. It is warm, warm, warm. It is 107. It is hot. I got a bubbly. This is a new flavor to me. Blueberry and pomegranate. And I'm gonna show you some of what I got at Pink Ladies. Now, Pink Ladies is a thrift store, just so you all, I'm sure you figured it out from the video, but it's a thrift store. And they call themselves Hospital Auxiliary because they donate a great deal of what they make to the hospital. But she was telling me about, they have a board, and I should have taken a picture of that, but on their board it shows some of the other organizations that they give money to. There's the Women's Center for Domestic Violence. There is one for pregnancy, the girls that need help. And then there's senior citizens. So there are several things that they are doing. I couldn't believe that she gave me my bag for $7. And Mr. Fiber got a couple of records and a reel-to-reel tape. And Dad, I took him some Westerns. Okay. So I looked at books and I got two of my favorite Dean Koontz. I got Mr. Murder and The Door to December. And then I got an audiobook, and this one hasn't even, well, I think it's been opened at some point, but it's got tape on it right here, so I don't know. But it says it is a collection from Lisa Gardner. We've got Touch and Go and Crash and Burn. These are CDs, which I can play here in the she shed. Then I found one of these, and I looked for the others, and I didn't see them. I will have to keep going back and see if I can find some more. But it is Diana Gablet. I probably can find, look, I'll look them up on Libby also. This one is Voyager. So I don't know where it falls. This is Outlander, if you don't know. This is third. Outlander, Dragonfly in Amber, Voyager, Drums of Autumn, The Fiery Cross, A Breath of Snow and Ashes, Echo in the Bone, and then there's an Outlandish Companion, which is a nonfiction. And I know that at one time I had these because my mom read all of them. But I'm going to see if I can find the rest of them. And then I've got to take this. I didn't see it in here, but this is a Western. I think I found like 10 Westerns for Dad. This one is D.B. Newton, Johnny Logan. I got a shirt. It is a sleeveless overshirt. Kind of like what I have on today. See, it's got this netting at the bottom. And then I got this one. It's it's got opening right here at the flouncy bottom. And it's teal and roses. Definitely me. All right, I found, oh, I gotta give these to Mr. Fiber. He makes candles out of other candles. So these are wicks. This paper, this is several of these, and I thought these would be good for journals. They're a hard cardstock, and there's several of them. They're the same. They look like Raggedy Ann and Andy. They're primitive dolls. Now, there's a couple of these, I'm not gonna lie. I had them in my stash. I gave them to them, and now I'm pretty sure I bought them back again. However, here's my thought process. They're building a library over at Abilene Yarn Co., and I think that they will be I'm gonna go through some stuff again and take some of my books to Abilene Yarn Co. But this one has not even been opened. Little box of crochet hats and scarves. It has never ever been opened. So we will open those here on the channel one evening. This is one of the ones that I had already, and I just wanted it back. I just wanted it back. It is Debbie McComber, A Good Yarn. I went to her store. She has a store near Seattle, and my daughter Carrie and I, when she was living up in Seattle, we took the ferry and went across, and we went to A Good Yarn. If I can find a picture, I will put it here for you. So I wanted this one back. I don't have room for the whole collection, but I thought, you know, I do now have room for the one. I had this one, and I'm going to take this one to Abilene Yarn Co. This is the Nordic knits, nomadic knits. They do them in different areas of the country. This one is Maryland, DC, and Virginia. I'll look through it again and see if there was anything in here that I really want to do. And if not, then I'll take it to Abilene Yarn Co., or I may make a copy and still take it to them. And then this one, I'm gonna send this to, these two I'm gonna send for Karen over at Knit for Brains. I'm gonna send those to her. They're cross stitch. And then these books, I had this, and I have been looking for this book. I did not know that I had gotten rid of it. It is Crochet One Skein Wonders. So there's some really, really neat stuff in here using only one skein of yarn. Either one ball of cotton or one ball of Serenity Chunky, or oh, look at that. I don't know why I don't know. Look at the hat. So we'll be looking at this one here also. And then here's another one. I have never seen this book. This is Baby Crochet. Oh. They're so stinking cute. So next week on Crotchety Crochet, we're probably going to have a sit and look at books day. Is kind of what I'm thinking. Oh, look at that. Adorable with the cables. Okay, and then they had packs of paper. I don't need a whole bunch of paper. There was more. I only got 2. I got this one, which is just mostly scraps and things in here. And then I got this one, and I just got them based on what the outside looked like. This one has some camo, which will be fun to use for anything male oriented. Okay, and then as you could see in the video that I took, they had this big bucket of yarn. There was not a whole lot in there I really wanted, and I thought about it. Actually, I went around, I did stuff, and then Mr. Fiber and I went to lunch because he had gotten off work. And then I went back to look for books for Dad, and I had changed my mind about the yarn. Because, ooh, this one's got somebody's hair on it. So, these are vintage. And then there's more of that in here. So that vintage book that I have, that I had tried to do the shawl, I want to try again, and I want to try to use some of the yarn that they used for the shawls. And then there's more here. So again, next week on Crotchety Crochet, we're going to be going through all this stuff. Okay? That's everything, you guys. I really needed that day out because 9 years anniversary of my mama's death today, and August 8th. My mama was a champion shopper, and I figured I would honor her today by going shopping. It's how the brain worked today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope that you can look for something happy on the days that are the anniversaries, and they're hard anniversaries. I hope you can find something pleasant to do, something that makes you happy on those days to help you, whatever you can do to get through it. And just know that I understand those days can be they imprint on us, and they can be very hard on us. And I understand, and I'm thinking about you, and I'm sending you hugs, okay? Y'all, everybody take care. I love y'all. Have fun today.